Hello guys, NautoAis here, and a week from Friday, it's going to be finally the launch of the Nintendo Switch. So the first thing, maybe like wondering about me, am I going to get one at launch? And the answer is no. And the reason is I've been doing this since the Super Nintendo, heck, even the NES. Is that I never, even when I was young, I never ever buy a console at launch. Never. And I'll give my reason later, but yes, I never really bought a console at launch. Exception for two, and that is the PS3 and the Wii. And the reason being is, I guess, the launch goggle, I had it so tight in my head. Sony's technology, I thought it was going to be future proof. So I said, well, you know what, let's take a risk. $600, and yeah, there you go. Didn't really come out good. Got a free refurbished one because it was under warranty. Then after that, I had to pay $100 to replace it. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, the PS3, future-proof my butt. It wasn't. So, my fault there. Kind of shame. And the Wii, because, hey, it was rare, whereas if they're not making a lot, the purpose is not making a lot, that's by mean of rare. And at one point, I was looking for something at Target, and I just saw one there, and I said, oh, well, fudge it, I'll just buy one, and there you go. And the question is, did the Wii ever came down in price? And the answer is yes and no. What I meant by that means is, yes, the Wii did go down in price. However, the price drop was a new model Wii. And this new model basically is, they got rid of the GameCube backwards compatibility and the ability to put it on your side, which is really kind of pointless, but yeah, that was it. That's all it was. That's the reason why the price drop was. They got rid of the backwards compatibility. Same goes with the PS3 with the Slim and Super Slim. Same deal. They just got rid of backwards compatibility, and that's why it costs lower. Because again, I did talk about this a long time ago. Backwards compatibility makes the cost high. But there you go. That's a different story. But yeah, so I guess lucky me that I bought a launch Wii. Well, not really, because after a while, like I think in April and May, you were able to buy one. So, again, there you go. It's the only console that I bought, excuse me, the Wii at launch. I didn't buy the Xbox 360 at launch. I bought it like 2 years later. I bought the PS4 6 months later. So, again, that's already way beyond launch. So, it's not even launched there. And I bought the Wii more than, well, actually a year. So the reason why is because by the time you buy the Wii like a year later, 6 months, a year later, a lot of the hiccups, a lot of the problems are going to be rectified. So the biggest example I can tell you why I bought the Wii U a year later. One, at initial launch, it was too expensive. $300 for the basic, $350 for the deluxe. I said, wow, that's really overpriced of what it offers, because when it was released, there wasn't a lot of game. I mean, there wasn't even a point. There was no Nintendo games, period. There was no virtual console at launch. It took them a while to basically put it on the Wii U. And then, like I said, Nintendo had the cojones, as what people call it, to charge for an update. For an upgrade, like really, I mean, I was a sucker for it because I'm at $1 or $2. It's not really a big deal, but it's the principle behind it. And then the biggest issue was the wallet. You either had to put money on the 3DS on the Wii U. It wasn't a problem for me because by the time I got the Wii U, I think I had to do it only like within 2 months. I think by December they fixed that, so it wasn't really a problem. But if you bought it at launch, yeah, you'll be spending a lot of eShop because they weren't even unified. And again, that's on Nintendo because, we're Nintendo, we don't know. That's good what with the Switch, I'll explain it later. but even so. Yeah, so that's one of the major problems. Second was the online wasn't there yet. The eShop wasn't even that good. And I think there was some hiccups when you put it on Wii mode. So, and then by the time I bought my Wii U, which was the Super Mario Wii U, where it comes with Super Mario Luigi U, a lot of the problem was already been rectified. Like one, you turn on the console, guess what? The Wii mode's already in it. In the beginning, the launch one, you have to download it. That's like gonna take you like 30 or 40 minutes, no, 1 hour tops, from what I heard. Oh no, I don't know. The wallet, like I said, wasn't a problem by the time I got it because I had to do 2 months, didn't really buy a lot of stuff. The virtual console's already there, and the eShop was finally a bit better. Online's still a problem, even as of right now for the Wii U, but I can understand why. So a lot of those problems sort of rectified by the time I got it. So that's the reason why I don't buy them at launch. And of course, one of the major one is better SKU. Because the one I bought, it had a packing game. Right now, the Switch doesn't have a packing game. Oh, if you want a game, choose your free game, because rather than $350, which I said before, that's not the point of a packing game. The packing game is you're supposed to cut your lot and still sell the console at $300, even with a game. But, well, Nintendo probably thinking, well, that's a missed opportunity. We want to make more money. Well, whatever, Nintendo, whatever. So, yes, I'm going to wait until when Super Mario Odyssey comes. Maybe there'll be a new SKU by then. We'll see what happens. Let the early adopters test it out to see what happened, if they like it or not. Because look what happened with the Wii U. The early adopters, they were so excited to get a Wii U. And then down the line, they were disappointed. People had to sell their Wii U. People were complaining about the Wii U because there was no game. The mechanics, the online system, everything was bad. It was rectified, like I said, a year later or so. But like in the case with Alex from Backlog Battle said, by the time a lot of those things came out, it was too late. I wanted to play games. What's the point of having a console if you have no games? I mean, granted there are games, but the problem is there are not a lot of selection that you want. So it looks like they are rectifying it for the Switch, because they just posted their latest third party or the games that's gonna happen on the Switch. Is it gonna be true or not? Well, it's a wait and see tactic. So for me, I'm gonna wait until holiday. I think that's the right time. Maybe they'll have a SKU, hopefully, with maybe finally would want to switch for $300. I'm cool with that. Or even better, Super Mario Odyssey as a packing game. Who knows? I mean, probably the meantime I really want to get, I know probably because I'm being a Nintendo fanboyism, is the NES Mini Classic Collection. I'm still so hard to get Nintendo because you didn't make a lot, because you had some component problem. I smell cow manure there, man. I'm sorry. I think you were just too scared. Yeah. So, hold on. Stop. Alright, sorry about that. While I was doing this recording, a friend of mine basically just told me, just that minute while I'm talking about the NES Mini, that apparently Amazon 5 minutes ago actually had a stock, but apparently, of course, within 3 minutes they were gone. So, yeah, no surprise there. My gosh, that is so weird. I'm talking about the NES Mini, and my friend just told me, yeah, there's someone on Amazon. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I still want to get one, but yeah, it's still probably going to be a problem because Best Buy had some stock. Within 3 minutes, they were gone. Kind of suck. And again, it's Nintendo's fault. So hopefully, when the Switch does come out, that the hype for the NES Mini goes down and finally people can buy it. I mean, I know, it's like I said, it's Nintendo. They have their own strategy. They always want to be more, like I said, pessimistic, be more cautious, because look what happened to the Wii U, and the Virtual Boy and the GameCube. So like I've been saying is that about the NES Mini is that hopefully by the Switch come, there will be more now NES Mini, because people are not talking about the Switch. And speaking of the Switch, again, if you plan to get one at launch, first of all, why are you doing that? Why aren't you pre-ordering it? I mean, I know people say don't pre-order because it's bad. Okay, that's a 50-50 thing, but I don't think pre-orders are bad. I didn't have any problem with pre-orders. I mean, you can always return it if you don't want it. That's what I'm just gonna say. So I know, but some people say don't pre-order because it's bad. You know what? It's subjective. Excuse me. But anyway, if you're gonna buy them at launch or you're gonna get them at launch, you better keep in the back of your head that it's gonna be like the Wii. That means they're not gonna make a lot. Kirishima already did admit this, that they're not gonna make a lot. So don't be surprised if you can get one launch. Be patient. Wait until summer. I can guarantee you, maybe one want to play it now. Okay, you can have a lot of money to buy your games. I mean, like I said before, by the time, like a year later, you'll have more games. There'll be sales. Right now, if you buy it at launch, there's no sale. There's not a lot of games. And what are you going to do? Keep buying games just to justify your console? I'm just saying there. But, like I said, if you are going to get one at launch, just be aware that's going to be like a Wii situation. Because they did try and rectify with the Wii U, and look what happened. People didn't really give a hoot about it. So, again, if I'm going to make a prediction, is I think by summer, I think by July, anybody can buy a Switch. It will be no problem. Because, again, the difference between the Switch and the NES Mini is, the NES Mini is the reason why it's popular, because it's $60, it's the same price as the game. It's just in a plug and play rather than a Switch cart. The Switch is $300, and some people are probably still pessimistic because of what happened with the Wii U. Not the Nintendo fans, I know they're more supportive because I'm supportive, but the general consumer might be wary about it. So that's what I'm going to say. So, yeah, that's basically I guess all I can say is my takeaway all out of the Switch hype. Like I said, a week from Friday, it's going to be the launch of the Switch. I got friends who's excited. I'm not so much. I'm going to wait and see what the story is. I probably like to get one in November because I already got too many games. I got too many video games. Got a backlog problem, so I'll wait and see for me. So with that, thanks for listening.